This is the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio. Today I'm joined by Craig Lindsay, CEO of U.S. Operations for Resolution Minerals, trading on the ASX as RML and in the U.S. on the OTCQB as RLMLF. Resolution recently acquired the Horse Heaven project in Idaho, a polymetallic asset with gold, antimony, tungsten, and silver, all strategically critical in today's global market. With Idaho ranked as one of the top mining jurisdictions in the U.S. and with infrastructure advantages from the neighboring Perpetua Stibnite mine, Resolution is positioning itself at the center of the domestic supply chain for both precious and critical minerals. Craig, welcome back to the program. Always great to visit with you.
Ellis, really nice to be here.
Wow. The maiden drill hole at the Golden Gate prospect returned an impressive 189.2 meters at 1.3 grams per ton gold, ending in mineralization. Now, for our listeners who might not understand the significance of that, how rare is it to encounter such a broad, continuous interval in a first drill hole? And what does it tell you about the scale of the system?
Number one, it is frankly pretty rare. In my career, I've never drilled a 189-meter hole from surface that ended in mineralization and was 100 meters long. The fact that it ended in mineralization, second, shows that it's still open at depth. Third, just the length of that intercept demonstrates to me that this is a district scale target that's got significant potential to host a lot of gold, which is fantastic. So it's really a great first step. We've got 9 more holes to come from this particular drill program. So super exciting. I guess the other thing I want to mention, Ellis, for your listeners, we call it a discovery hole because it's never been drilled out there more than 400 or 500 feet in depth. So call it 150 meters in depth. And we went down 250 meters and just gold throughout that thing. So there's gold at depth in the sulfides, and as you get deeper, the grades grow. So what you've got at the Golden Gate target is broad, lower grade mineralization hosted in oxide material at surface, and as you go into the sulfides, the grades increase. The mineralization, what you're seeing in the core is very similar geologic signature to what they have next door at the Stibnite project. And we've always marketed ourselves as a Stibnite lookalike. And these kind of grades, thicknesses, the type of rock that this gold is hosted in really confirms that. And I think that's something that your listeners really should take away from this.
Why is this so significant for potential investors?
It's significant because we've got a lot more drilling to go here. And if you've got that kind of thickness at that grade, it's going to carry a lot of gold. So in this gold price environment, it's fantastic. Resolution is marketing itself as a critical metals play. So we've got gold, tungsten, and antimony in various targets out here. This Golden Gate target, I don't want your listeners to walk away and say, where are the critical metals? We've always marketed the Golden Gate target as a gold story. This is what we expected to find. We are going to hit some tungsten mineralization because at the north end of this target, where our first holes are, there is a historic tungsten mine, open pit and underground. So you will see, I expect, some tungsten mineralization, but this particular target is big gold story. Next door, we've got something called Antimony Ridge, which is high-grade antimony that's hosted in a halo of lower-grade antimony that runs in the 2% grade, but the high-grade stuff is running at banded veins 8 to 12 inches thick and running at 50% antimony.
The last time we spoke, we were talking about critical minerals, and I overlooked the gold story. It was there. You had to remind me about the gold. You didn't have these numbers when we spoke last time, just a couple of weeks ago. You've got them now. You are truly a polymetallic company in a state where everybody loves mining.
That's absolutely true. And I'm just actually speaking to you down from the Idaho Mining Association's annual conference in Boise, and super well attended this year. The conference just grows, and it's a reflection of the activity and the interest that's in the state of Idaho right now. Yesterday, the governor of the state, Brad Little, came out and spoke, and the level of passion and support that he has for extractive industries is remarkable. His style and his approach reminds me very much of the prior governor, Butch Otter, who's a wonderful guy and a real character. Governor Little has that kind of approach to him. The whole state is behind fast tracking permitting and the growth of extractive industries. They don't run away from extractive industries. They really embrace it, and it's fantastic to see.
How do you envision the future of this company, of this project? Do you see a multi-deposit mining camp similar in scale to Stibnite next door, or even larger?
Yeah, people should keep in mind that the Stibnite project, they call it the Stibnite Gold Project. It's a big gold resource with a 4.5 million ounce reserve, and it's got 140 million pounds of antimony, and was also a past tungsten producer. So that is the type of potential scale that we see based on these first drill holes out at Golden Gate.
I've known you for a long time, Craig, and you've lit up since you became the U.S. Chief of Operations for Resolution Minerals.
I'm involved in a whole range of different things as directors and chairs of public companies. I've been around the block a long time. I've worked in Idaho. I worked in the Western U.S. And even at the Kilgore project that I drilled out and took up to 1 million ounce resource, put a PEA in place and an open pit heap leach story, 100,000 ounce a year, we were getting 100-meter intercepts of 0.6, 0.7 grams per ton. I've just drilled a hole that's 189 meters of 1.5 grams. Yes, it's pumped a lot of oxygen into me. I'm excited about it. It's great to be back in Idaho. Wonderful group of people here, very supportive. There is a whole mining community here that's very supportive of each other. And it's great to be back in the state. And I'm excited about pushing the ball up the hill with this project.
Well, Craig, thanks so much for catching up with me today. I look for results as soon as you have them from the other 9 drill holes.
You're a good man. I look forward to sharing them with you, Ellis. Take care.
I've been speaking with Craig Lindsay, CEO of U.S. Operations for Resolution Minerals, trading on the ASX as RML and in the U.S. on the OTCQB as RLMLF. To learn more about the company and its flagship Horse Heaven project in Idaho, visit resolutionminerals.com. Craig, thanks for joining me today. We'll be following your progress closely here on the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio.
Hey, really appreciate you having me, Ellis, and it's great to reconnect. Fantastic to chat with you.